Okay, so it's 6:31. I'll call the meeting November 2024 regular board meeting to order. Please stand, say the pledge of allegiance. Okay, pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic and nation under God, indivisible.
Justice.
Right, the next business in order is honors and presentation. Dean Rawls, athlete of the month.
Stand right there, Bob.
Okay.
I was gonna let you give a speech, but I don't know who it or.
We can never.
So, Coach Matthews, this is Parker Jensen. He's our athlete of the month. Coach Matthews, talked to him pretty early in the season. He recognized that we were having some issues with numbers in our cross-country team. He told me he was here to put it back on the map, and I think he did. Parker did a great job. At the district meet, he actually took a full 11 minutes and 21 seconds off of his first race time, which is great.
Wow.
It's a great
Impressive.
job. He's a very shows a ton of VP pride, very enthusiastic, just a great addition to the team. And Coach Matthews hopes that you're gonna come back out next year. So congratulations, Parker. We don't have a second athlete of the month. I talked to Coach Probst about this a couple weeks ago. We didn't know how the season was gonna end at that point. We all agreed it was probably best just to honor the entire team. At this point, that has included a conference championship, a district championship, the first ever appearance in the Final Four, and as of tomorrow at 6 p.m. a chance to win a state championship. So very cool things going on. So you can make it out tomorrow, 6 p.m. Dress warm and go try and win state championships.
Student spotlight, happy learning.
Hi guys, how are you?
Great.
Good. In tradition of what Thomas did, we're going to honor all 242 students. Valley Park High School. Can't do that, although we should. There's plenty to honor each of them, but it's not. I get to honor three very important people for our Valley Park VIP awards for the month of November. So first person up is Alana Feldman. Alana, can you join me up here? We honor for three categories. One is academics, one is character, and one is activities. Alana is being honored tonight for academics. Alana is currently ranked first in her class with a cumulative weighted GPA of 4.596. She has scored at 33 on the ACT test, has earned a 5 on her AP Psych exam, her APA Stat exam, and has scored advanced on all her end of course exams. Her dedication to her academic pursuits, coupled with her commitment to the school and the community, speaks of her integrity and values. Additionally, Alana is involved in multiple activities for the school and is active in the community. Alana has been applying and pursuing her higher education goals by applying to highly selective 4U universities. I'm very excited to share that Alana is planning to attend Duke University next fall to study marine biology. Our next VIP award winner is Gavin Mann. Come on, Gavin. Gavin is being honored for his character. Gavin embodies the qualities of kindness, responsibility, loyalty, respect, and honesty. He makes a profound positive impact on the VP community. Gavin quietly and humbly prioritizes others over himself. He doesn't seek attention or recognition, instead ensuring that his peers are celebrated for their successes. He leads by example, demonstrating integrity and always doing what's right, even when no one is watching. Gavin truly desires to serve and help others in any way possible. He has a steadfast presence and a role model who inspires everyone he encounters. Thank you, Gavin. And last but certainly not least is Emily Seegis. Come up, Emily. And we're honoring Emily for activities tonight. Emily is a shining example of leadership and dedication in our school community. She serves as Vice President of the College Ambassador Program, Treasurer of the National Honor Society, a leadership class intern for the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy, and is a member of 2 varsity sports teams. Emily is a strong leader, an excellent communicator, a creative problem solver, and a model of adaptability and accountability. She also advocates for her fellow classmates. Her ability to empower those around her has left a lasting impact on Valley Park High School and every organization she is part of. Thank you, Emily.
Our next item is the approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to?
motion.
May I have a second? I'll second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We have approved the agenda. All right, the next business in order is public comment on posted agenda items. The next business in order is consent items, 501 through 504. Are there any items that anyone would like to pull out for a separate consideration or discussion? Right, can I get a motion to approve the consent items 5.01 through 5.04?
Make a motion.
I'll second. Come on, guys. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, consent items 5.01 through 5.04 are approved. The next business in order is action items. 6.01, approval of the employee insurance renewal. Yeah.
Yeah, I can take
You got it? All right, sorry.
it. That's all right. You got it, I got it.
Okay.
So tonight we're presenting the benefits renewal as presented. Basically to maintain our current coverage with our coverage partner of Anthem for our medical benefits. And then switching to Delta Dental for our dental benefits. You can see on the memo provided for you, the various rate increases, or in the case of Delta Dental, the rate decrease for us, and how that has an impact on our budget positively for us. We also, this was not a decision we made lightly this year. There's obviously a lot of things going on in the insurance world with a conversation between Mercy and Anthem and various things. And so we wanted to be very thoughtful about making this decision. But when we worked with our broker at CBIZ and went out to the market, typical market is between 7 and 12% in good years. We feel the 3.5% of Anthem is very fair. A lot of people, I'm not in that field, but a lot of people feel that there still could be a resolution between Mercy and Anthem. Obviously, we can't make a decision based on that because that's not the reality we live in right now. But a lot of conversation seems to feel like they need one another. Fortunately, in the event that they cannot reach a resolution, we're really fortunate in St. Louis to have a lot of good healthcare providers, all of which we've listed there, who are part of our current and ongoing plan as well. Nothing changes with prescriptions, nothing changes with deductibles, everything else stays the same. And just a reminder for our faculty and staff that the district pays 100% of the premiums for it.
Has there been anything noted, like how many people, cause we're losing Mercy as of January 1 also. And we have a lot of people that are primary now. If they stick with them, they're not even in our network, so it doesn't even get applied to our deductible.
Yeah, so we have two, so they would be out of network if it stays the way, which
Okay.
we're assuming it is, they would be out of network, so the deductible is a little bit more, so currently it's $500 if you're in network, it goes up a little bit more. And then, so if they wanted to stay with Mercy, they could, but they'd have to pay a little bit more on the deductible. We have one of the lowest deductibles, St. Louis County at $500. But then instead of the regular co-pays for the in-network, then they're responsible for 20% of any Mercy payment. So there are still some options. Obviously that's not ideal or perfect, but there are still some options to stay with them.
I still think it's gonna get done.
That's what everyone seems to think, but who knows?
Any other questions or discussion? All right, can I get a motion to approve item 6.01, employee insurance renewal? Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All right, Phyllis? Aye. Pete?
Aye.
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 And I as well. 6.01 passes. The next business in order is presentation by Dr. Dilge on, school safety protocol.
Yeah, so just wanted to make the board aware, we're going to reenact a safety protocol that has existed not only in Valley Park, but in other school districts for many years. And that is to reinstate the use of canine searches with St. Louis County Police to help us have another deterrent to basically drug use and drug possession in our school district. This year, we've just seen a significant increase. I guess the good news is we've caught several kids that have either been using or in possession. But we feel like we need another layer to try to keep our kids safe and to keep our schools drug free. And so, like I said, we've used this before, as have other school districts. We think with the increase in prevalence of marijuana and other drug use just in the community in general, it's becoming much more accessible for teenage kids. And in addition to the marijuana use, we know not only in our community, but across the state and across the country, these things are being laced with other dangerous drugs, which bring a real increased risk to our kids. And so we know that there's not one strategy to prevent drug use or drug possession on campus, but we do think multiple approaches are a good way to do it. And so we'd like to, we're going to restate that again. I listed for anyone on the board or in the public that's looking on it. This aligns with all of our policies. This aligns with state statutes. It's been vetted by our legal counsel as well. St. Louis County Police are very amicable to working with us to help us do this. And so just wanted to make sure that everyone on the board and the community is aware that we are going to reinstate this effective immediately.
What do you know? Okay.
Any questions, comments? No.
No, I'm glad to see that it's coming back. I know a few years ago, several years ago, we used to do it. And like you said, it is more prevalent, it's more accessible. I think with vape pens and things like that, it's easier to hide, things like that. So I think it's a good thing. And I think the St. Louis County does a good job. So I'm glad to see.
All right, thank you, Dr. Dilge.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, next order of business, public comments on non-agenda items. I just want to read before we start. Each person speaking will be limited to 3 minutes. The board uses the public comment period as an opportunity to listen and receive information. The board members will not engage in debates or discussions with those speaking, other than to seek clarification of their comment. A board member may ask the superintendent to ensure that the appropriate staff member follows up with the individual regarding the information, question, or concern presented during patron comments. Students and employees of the district have certain rights of confidentiality under state and federal law, which the district will uphold and protect. Therefore, comments about individual employees and or students will not be permitted in public sessions. Concerns or questions regarding such individuals should be addressed using the district's established procedures. Comments must be acceptable for a business and family-friendly environment. Inappropriate language, gestures, or personal attacks will not be tolerated. The chairperson will terminate a speaker's privilege if the speaker becomes abusive or threatening. Okay. Do we have anybody who
Yes.
wants to make public comments?
We have two. Our
Okay.
first is Bob.
Thank you. My name's Bob Geary. I reside at 160 Glenbar Court in Valley Park. I've been a resident here in Valley Park for 25 years. And I want to talk about the Hawk Holiday. And I want to thank Dr. Dill for giving us, the school, a Hawk Holiday today. And at first, when I heard schools closed and kind of thought about that, but then having attended the soccer game today, as we heard, it was the first time ever that a Valley Park soccer team made it to the Final Four. I saw elementary students, parents, middle school students, parents, high school students, parents, faculty, staff, administrators, community members, and we all see the signs of Valley Park, one community. And today, that shone very bright, that we are all one community. And it was just an exceptional decision on Dr. Dill's part. I know it probably wasn't an easy decision, but now I reside in Highland Village subdivision, and now we have community members and board members on Highland Village that are talking about coming out to see these soccer Hawks play tomorrow. So I encourage everybody to attend. And again, it was a great decision. So thank you, Dr. Dill. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Our next speaker is Paul, I'm not sure if it's Bratcher.
Rocker.
Rocker.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity to address you. I also want to talk about the Hawk holiday, but to express my profound disappointment in such a decision. I want to start by saying congratulations to the boys soccer team. They've had a great season, but this goes beyond that. It is incredible to me that not the high school boys soccer team would win a quarterfinal match and a decision would be made to close the entire district, high school, middle school, elementary school, early childhood center for a soccer game. Taxpayers pay money to have our children educated. All of those people that Mr. Geary brought up who attended today, the administrators, the teachers, everyone was getting paid with tax dollars that could have been used to instruct our students. The test scores in the district are below expectations. We don't have time to waste to go to a soccer game. That's not gonna help them read. That's not gonna help them get better at math. Furthermore, beyond this is, when a school district makes a decision to cancel classes with 4 days' notice on a weekend, there are profound logistical and financial consequences for parents. I'm in a family, we both work. You know, all of a sudden, our second grader, who's nowhere near has anything to do with the boys soccer team in high school. She's gonna be home, we have to take care of her, people sometimes have to pay for extra daycare, you guys closed the daycare center. To me, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think it was a poor decision, and I hope that it doesn't happen again. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn to executive session?
I'll make a motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Phyllis?
Aye.
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 Dee?
Hi.